Welcome to Every Disney Fairy, where we go over every Disney fairy. Today's fairy is Queen Clarion from the books. Queen Clarion's title book is Queen Clarion's Secret. Prilla, Lily, and Beck follow the queen after she takes the heart seed that was meant for Mother Dove. They find her at the end giving the seed as a present to the Sky Bird as a favor for Mother Dove. On the way back to Pixie Hollow, the book tells us, queens are not like the rest of us. They must be wise and gracious, generous and kind. They must be brave but also cautious. They must solve everyone's problems and keep everyone's secrets. But most of all, they must keep their thoughts to themselves. In Vidya and the Fairy Crown, it's the queen's arrival day anniversary. Her birthday, essentially. She calls an emergency meeting when the crown goes missing and doesn't want to believe that Vidya stole it. She proclaims that the thief will be charged with treason and banished forever. Clarion adds that the crown is not hers but belongs to all of Pixie Hollow. She declares a meeting will be held to determine Vidya's innocence the next day. At the hearing, she begs the fairies to listen with an open heart and mind to Vidya's defense. Clarion does apologize to Vidya and changes her arrival day celebration to include Vidya, who rejects the invite. Rosetta's daring day starts with Queen Clarion inviting fairies to a dinner party. At the party, she sends for Rosetta to sit with her, but Fawn says she's sitting with them. The queen ends up coming over herself to join them. Fawn says her dress itches, and the queen responds that her shoes are too tight. Clarion thanks all of the fairies who stopped the fire by giving them medals, and in the end, commends Rosetta for her bravery in helping Fawn, holding a dinner in her honor. In Fork Clues for Ronnie, the queen feels that the fairies have been working too hard recently, so she decides they'll have a treasure hunt for fun. The winners will get a private luncheon in her gazebo and a viewing of the fairy jewels that have been passed down from queen to queen. She partners Ronnie with Ronan and gives out the clues. At the end, she is delighted when they win. In The Trouble with Tink, we learn that one of Clarion's most prized possessions is her bathtub. She meets with Tink when she hears the rumors about her talent, and when Tink won't tell her what's going on, she doesn't pry, but tells her to be good to herself. In Lily's pesky plant, Clarion is disappointed by the fairies' behavior with their name-calling and shouting over a plant of all things. She holds a meeting to determine the plant's fate and asks, is it really the plant that's the problem, or is it you guys? Ouch. Iris tells Clarion about the plant, clearing its name, and she stops the fairies from taking the fruit, telling them they have to ask Lily first. Lily and the queen have an hour-long conversation in Lily in Full Bloom about the flowers losing their color. Clarion ends up thinking that the laundry mix-up is funny. If Micah finds her way and Dulcie's taste of magic, she has Dulcie and Micah take a day of rest. Micah for her eyes, Dulcie for her mental health. In Ronnie and the Three Treasures, Clarion has the fairies try to solve the water sprite's riddle. She cries when she says that they failed Ronnie in the end, but Ronnie reassures her it's fine. In The Ladybug Curse, Queen Clarion hosts the water ball tournament, getting hit right in the face with a water ball by Silver Mist, but she laughs and says it cooled her off. In Prilla and the Butterfly Lie, Clarion warns about a fairy pox outbreak. She asks for volunteers to step in since all the butterfly herders have been affected and ends up volunteering Prilla. When Prilla tells her that she's killed a butterfly, at first Clarion is concerned, but when she realizes it was a butterfly prank, she thinks it's hilarious. In Iridessa Lost at Sea, Clarion says they need someone organized, brave, and clever to think of a way to get rid of the owl, and she chooses Iridessa. She grounds Vidya for 2 weeks in Beck Beyond the Sea, and both Vidya and Wisp for one